Awesome. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, so back to what I was saying, that is how powerful copywriting can be, right? So the purpose, like I said, is to write a tailored message to your target audience. Do you understand? That is supposed to agitate their pain and at the same time provide a solution to the challenge they are currently facing. Do you get me? Um, for you to know how powerful copywriting can be, let me show you one of my this thing. When I was also working as a media buyer, let me show you my form where our orders were recorded. Do you remember? Okay, it was auto saved. Guys, just hold on. Let's see load. Okay, so these are some of my forms, right? Mind you, the list price of our product is, I think now is 60K. So this is while I was working as a media buyer. So these are the forms. These are where the orders are written. So this is one form, two orders. This is another 55 orders. Yeah. This is another 78 orders. This is another 115 orders. This is another 30 orders. This is another 89 orders. This is another 185 orders. This is another 122 orders. 10 orders, 39 orders, 18 orders, 82 orders, 134 orders, 168 orders, 82 orders, 183 orders, 333 orders. Do you understand? If you sum up everything, I'm sure it will be over 1,500. Do you understand? And there are even guys that have put massively more numbers than I have. Why am I showing you this? I'm not showing you to brag. No, I just want to show you so you can see how powerful copywriting is. I'm glad most of you already know what Janice does, right? We sell medicines majorly for the three health conditions most elderly people face: diabetes, high blood pressure, and arthritis. Do you understand? And these numbers were pulled promoting our products to these people with the power of copywriting. Do you get me? The good thing about copywriting is you don't need to be the best copywriter in the world before you start making money massively from it. Do you understand? An average copy targeted to the right target audience, tailored to them, will still convert very well. Do you understand? So even though you are just average or you are still a beginner, as long as you can put out a copy that speaks to your target audience, agitates their problems, and provides a solution, most likely you will still, so not even most likely, you will definitely still sell. Yeah, on I think it was Messi, right? That she was saying that, oh, she needed the laptop, then she saw this thing about laptop. That's how it is also for your prospects. A lot of time, a lot of them are just close to that purchase point. Do you understand? So you make sure you write your copy to meet them at the point of their needs. Do you understand? Before we proceed, please give me just 2 minutes. Okay, guys, so let's proceed. So first of all, one thing you need to know where before you can begin writing your copy is you need to understand your customer avatar. Do you understand? That is your target audience. You need to understand your target audience. But instead of just looking broad and understanding your target audience, you have to pick one person from that your target audience. Do you get me? Let's say, for example, let me give you an example you all will understand. Hold on, I'm coming. Let me think of one. Okay, let me just use the high blood pressure example. So there are a lot of people in your target audience, right, with high blood pressure. But to build the perfect target audience, you have to pick one person. So you can just pick one person from that your target audience, create a fictional character around that person, then begin answering these questions. Do you understand? What is your avatar's age? What is his age? What is his dream and desires? What does his or a day in our life look like? Um, what is the person's preferred form of communication? Where can you find such people? But so you can understand this better, I have like three examples here for you so you can understand. We are going to do one for, let's say, a bet company, or maybe not a bet company, a company that sells jerseys, right? Do you understand? Who will be the ideal target audience? That we are also going to do one for the average for the ladies that don't watch football. We can either do K drama or maybe Z World, whichever one. Or if you don't want to use that, we can use Big Brother Niger. So who wants to try for the first one? So you are going to answer these questions. Let me just run you through how you answer. So for the company, let's say the bets company, for example, or the company that sells football jerseys, you have to look at what is their avatar's age. What is the company's avatar's age? Do you get? What is the dream of desire of the avatar? Hmm? What does most likely the avatar is a football fan, right? So just do it for a football fan. So who wants to try? Who wants to try? Please raise your hand quickly. No, I don't want to call Bright and Amber again. I want somebody that has not answered the question.
Please, can you repeat the
Who-
question?
It's on your screen. It's on your screen.
Okay, what's the avatar thing? Is it regarding to the football team or what?
Yes. No, no, not football team. A football fan in this case. But if you don't know so much about it, maybe you should allow somebody that does to do it for the football fan.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Who wants to try?
Yeah, let me try for the age.
Please, who is speaking? I can't see
My
you
name,
at the
my
top
name
of
is
my.
Abbas. Abbas Lami.
Your mic is not showing that it's open on my end. Okay, go ahead, please.
I think the avatar age for football fans should be from 17 to 45.
Okay. Abbas, I can't hear you anymore. Or is it my network? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me, guys?
We can hear you. I can't hear Abbas anymore again.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
I want to answer the question.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so for a football fan, the avatar age is 18 to 30 years.
Okay. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm done. I'm done.
No, that's not all. You have to do for everything. You can't just answer one.
Okay. Oh,
Like, this is
I thought it's only number one we are answering.
No, it's
Hello.
every.
Okay.
So
Yes,
my
please go ahead.
hello, my name is Abbas. Abbas Nani.
Yes, you were speaking then, but your network broke.
And
Go ahead,
the
I'm
next
listening.
yes, I think sir, the avatar age should be from 18 to 45. Why their dream desire should be their dream desire should be that they should the club that the fan is supporting should be the woman. And let me see the other one. So their preferred form of communication is it can be done via social media, and most
Okay.
especially sports social media and what sir, sir, please can you tell me the meaning of this congregate?
Where do they congregate? Where can you find them?
Yes. Okay. The fans they can be you can find like in a football studio house in the stadium,
Okay.
and sometime where all this
For my hotspots. Okay, yes, you can go ahead now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead, please.
All right. So for the first question, he said, what's the average age of for your avatar? So it should be within the ranges of 18 to 35 years. And then
Okay.
for the second question, what's his or her dreams and desires? I think every footballer's dream or
No, not
desire should be
footballer,
for their
football
club
fan.
to win. He said
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
football fans for their club to win, and if they are playing any bets that bets should enter, something like that. And
Okay.
then the third one, what does a day in his or her life look like? A day in his or her life, like maybe mostly watching his favorite football club matches. That's watching highlights, maybe the one that he missed, and then
Okay.
yeah, listening to more news of maybe whether a player has been sold or whether a club has gotten a new player, something like that. And then the fourth one, what is his preferred form of communication? His preferred form of communication should be social media, especially Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, where all these highlights are being featured. And then the last question, where do they congregate? I think they should congregate in viewing centers, football fields, and social gatherings where football matches are watched. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Well done, you did very well. Can everyone see my screen? You can't see my screen anymore.
yes, I can see it.
Okay, I'll reshare. Can you see it now?
It's on the progress, sir.
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Yes, we can see. We can see.
Okay, all right, all right. Okay, so who wants to do for the Korean drama fan, the K-drama fan, or Big Brother Niger, whichever one? I want to do it for the ladies that don't watch ball, that don't understand, that might not understand for football fan. Then afterwards, I will answer. Tayo, do you want to try? Your mic is open. Am I audible? Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well, loud and clear.
Okay. Oh. Wait, Omotayo, this is not your meeting. This is not where you are supposed to be. Oh. Please click on the breakout room. You see your room you are supposed to join. Can you hear me? Okay. So since no one is trying, no problem. I'll just go ahead. Okay, so you've all done well. That's a good attempt. So let's assume that okay, a betting company comes to meet you and says, we want to promote our betting company, or a company that sells football jersey. They come and meet you and they say, we want to promote our football jerseys, right? Or what else could the center would they sell to what else do they sell to people that watch football? Okay, let's use that. So now, what would you do, right? If you want to promote whatever it is you want to promote for a betting company, the target audience you think of is most likely a football fan. That's simple. Is a football fan that will most likely bet. There are football fans too that do bet, but the majority are there are non-football fans too that do bet, but the majority are football fans. So what would you do? You consider the age. Now, go let's leave aside the betting company. Let's focus on the football fan. Now, because if we focus on the company, then we would say, okay, from 18 and above, even though younger people do bet. Do you get? So, but for the football fan, the age, personally, I started watching football from as young as probably 7 years old. And I'm still doing that till now. And I'll most likely still do that till I leave this earth by God's grace. Like till my old age when I leave this earth by God's grace. So, what is your avatar's age? Your avatar's age is from as young as possible to as old as possible. Do you get? But then you still have to consider for the company, right? You have to consider, okay, this is a betting company I want to promote for. Their audience is 18 and above. So you have to choose like 18 and above. Those are the people that most likely patronize them. So what's his second question? What is his dream and desires? What is the dream of an average football fan? The dream of an average football fan is to see his club do well, as Messi said, is to see his club do well, perform better than rivals. Do you understand? And aside even seeing his club do well, he wants to see his rival clubs perform poorly. An example is Man U lost 3-0 yesterday. The average Chelsea fan is very glad that Man U lost 3-0. Do you understand? That is also one of his dream and desire. So what does a day in the person's life look like? Do you understand? The person would most likely often scroll through social media, checking for football news. Transfer window just closed, but during the transfer window, the person would most likely be going through someone like Fabrizio Romano's page. I don't know. Do you all know Fabrizio Romano?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good.
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. Going through someone like Fabrizio Romano's page, David Osti's page for football updates. Do you understand? So the person's life is centered around consuming football-related content, especially based on his club. What is the preferred form of communication? It depends on your target audience, actually. If you want to meet people on the streets, right, to promote your product, the football fan on the streets promote your product, the preferred form of communication is just the word of mouth. Do you get me? Word of mouth. Um, word of mouth, yes, that's the best option. But if you want to reach, okay, maybe most of the younger audience, then you have to talk about Twitter, you have to talk about YouTube. Do you understand? You have to talk about whatever social media platform it is that they are on. Then where do they congregate? Again, they will congregate in the comment section of football influencers. Do you understand? Social media pages of football influencers. I don't know if some of you know Coach BI. Does anyone know
Yes,
Coach
yes.
BI? Okay, good. Adekunle. Does any of you know Adekunle? Or Football Fans Tribe or AFTV or DR Sports? Do any of you know that? Or those rather? Any?
For me, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
But
know.
anyways, those are football influencers. So people will gather in the comment section of people like that, their pages. Why? Because that is where they can get what they came to social media for. So it is that simple. So that is what it is about identifying your customer avatar. Please, I'm so sorry for constantly interrupting, but please give me about 2 minutes again. Guys, I'm still with you. Call me, please.
Look, there is one socket there.
Okay, guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
Okay,
you can,
awesome.
sir.
Okay, so once you learn how to identify your customer avatar, that is the first step to take. You understand?
Yes.
And the next thing then is you need to learn how to be able to identify a Janice customer avatar. You understand? Because we sell, again, you already know products we sell, right? You need to learn how to identify your Janice customer avatar. So I'm going to take three people. We are going to go for the three major conditions we sell for. Don't forget, we sell for high blood pressure, we sell for diabetes, and we sell alternative medicine that reverses high blood pressure, diabetes, and arthritis. So I'm going to take one person that will answer for high blood pressure, one person for diabetes, and one person for arthritis. So please raise your hand if you want to try. Please who is going first? Akinwande Ebenezer. Please, if you open your mic and disturb the meeting again, I'll put you in waiting room. Okay. So who wants to try for high blood pressure, please raise your hand. Okay, Bright Anaba, what condition do you want to try for high blood pressure? Bright Anaba,
Yes, I want to try for
high blood
still try
pressure.
for high blood pressure. Sure.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I thought you want to assign or before.
Okay, before.
Okay,
Okay, oh, it doesn't matter. You
before
can
we
go
start.
ahead now.
Because
Okay,
I'm trying
hold
to
on.
back to my head.
Abbas Lamidi. So, Bright Anaba, you say you want to do for high blood pressure, right?
Yes.
Abbas Amidi, which one do you want to do for? Diabetes or arthritis?
Diabetes, sir. Diabetes.
Diabetes. Who wants to try for arthritis? If you don't know what arthritis
I'll
is,
try. I'll try
okay,
for
you do.
arthritis.
Okay, Mercy. Okay, all right. You
The
can raise your hand.
arthritis top is that the one for leg pain
Please, who is speaking?
and
I don't know. It's
body
not
pain.
showing on my end. It's not bringing the person. Who is
It's
speaking?
Mercy that is Mercy.
Okay, all right. You were saying something.
I was asking, arthritis is general body pain, right?
Yes, that's the one that affects joints majorly.
That affects joints majorly,
Yes.
mostly the legs
Mostly in
and the
older
waist.
people.
Mostly the legs and the waist, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Okay, all right. So let's go ahead. So Bright and Amber, do for high blood pressure quickly.
I raise my hand.
Bright and Amber.
Okay, for someone who will likely want to, or for an age group who will likely want to um, purchase like drugs for high blood pressure, though it's something that I will have to go into research though, but let me just try for this. Okay, I think majorly it's for age people, I can rightly use from 24 to 65. That is avatar. From 24
Okay.
to 60. Let me just be rightly sure for that. From 24 to 60. Then the next one, what has this their pinpoint course? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to look at the avatar stuff so that I can just go line by line. What has their pinpoint course? Okay. I think their pinpoint course should possibly be to something, a drug that can cure their high
No, the
blood
question
pressure.
says, what has the pain caused them psychologically? That's what it says.
Okay. Okay. What does it? Okay. Oh. uh, Please, I just have to crack my head for this. Sorry, I've not done this for this before, so I have to relax and crack my head for.
Okay, because of time, let me go to the next person. On Eurobia, what condition do you want to try for high blood pressure? Sorry.
Sir, I'm still on the line.
No, you said you want to do for diabetes now.
Yes, sir.
No problem. Onyiri Uba, what condition do you want to try for? Can you hear me? Okay. Daniel Sunday, please try for high blood pressure.
High blood pressure. Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
I actually wanted to do for try.
Okay, no problem. Mute your mic then.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Oniruba Petromina Kelechi. I want to try for the arthritis. So
Okay.
for the arthritis,
No,
the
hold on.
target.
We've not gotten to arthritis yet.
Okay.
I want somebody that wants to try for high
Let
blood
me do
pressure.
for high blood pressure. Let me do for high blood pressure.
Who is that, please?
Let me do for high blood pressure, Daniel.
Is that Daniel Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, oh yeah, continue.
Okay. For high blood pressure, what kind of pain are they going through physically? Okay, the physical pain, they go through headache, they get through tired, they are tired, fatigue, physical strain. Okay, now what kind of pain do they go through psychologically? They go through anxiety. That one is common among them, among anyone that has issues related to that. They go through anxiety, worries, stress. Yes, stress, and they are usually in a very defensive mood. Okay.
Defensive mood. What do you mean by defensive mood? I don't understand.
Like defensiveness in terms of that psychological, that is when it is associated with anxiety. You understand? They try to be, should I say, a kind of introverted lifestyle, trying to conserve themselves.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. The next question: What have they used? Okay, trying to get rid of their pain. Yes, most of them have been to hospital. They have used prescribed medicine in the hospital, blood monitoring devices, diet. Some could be diet. There are certain food they don't eat. Like, I think I know of someone that don't eat much salt in his food. So someone I
That's a
knew.
good one.
Yes, so they try to restrain from certain things and maybe some exercise as well. Yeah. Okay. Now, what have they let go of? Trying to get rid of. Okay, they let go of food, certain food like I mentioned, salt. They don't eat much salt, and they might let go of things like alcohol. They might let go of situation or conditions that trigger those conditions. Maybe high stressed situation. Things like that. Okay, how has the pain affected their lifestyle? All right. How the pain affect their lifestyle. One of the ways is that they are constantly in fear, like anxiety, like I said, and they are more conscious of the medicine, the medication, the checkups, and also it has also make them to sacrifice certain things they would have loved to do, pleasure, and they might also sacrifice certain kind of work or jobs, especially some.
That's true.
Yes. Okay, what is the next question? How has the pain? Okay, how has the pain affected their lifestyle? Okay, some of them could be in depression, especially if it's not monitored. If the condition is not monitored, they could fall into depression and things like that. In social gathering, they may not eat, like they may not even eat anything in a social gathering. They might not really take anything, in social gathering. So another thing, maybe like in the case of football, you were talking about, if it's a football fans, they might not likely gather in where there are too much crowd arguing, shouting, and all of that, or anything that will trigger that stress.
Okay.
Okay. The next question. What is their desire? Okay. What do they wish for? Well, their desire is to find a lasting solution. Apart from the fact that they might get a solution to manage their situation, the first thing is that they just wish there is a way they can permanently come out of it so that they can enjoy the life that they want. They just want to feel in control of their life and not totally come out of the anxiety. All right. So where do they congregate? Okay, both online and physically. Now online, you find them in you mostly find them doing research on their condition. You might even see them join groups that talk about their condition, groups like that. It could be Facebook group or any other group. They might follow pages that talks about things. And when it comes to, if there are people that have an online buying habit, they will likely click. You see that most of their ads will be mostly medicine related ads.
Mm.
Yes. And physically, you always see them, where they hang around hospital, maybe doctor visits, things like that, pharmacy, can be some gathering, maybe a gathering, educative gathering that talks about health and things like that. Okay, their age. Well, although they are young persons, but it's kind of rare. There are young persons that go through it, but it's mostly maybe, should I say, late 30s upward. Let me say that way. Yeah, late 30s upward.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, go on. You were still saying something. Okay. Thank you, Daniel Sunday. It seems like you've lived with somebody with high blood pressure before.
Actually, yeah, I've known someone that had that experience before.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. Well done. Because you really did well. Well done. Okay. So this is just how it is. Do you understand? This is just how it is. Everything Daniel Sunday said is perfect. Like all I can just do is just add a few things to it here and there. Do you get me? So that's how it is for people with high blood pressure. Do you get? So it is also the same process. Why is it doing like this? So it is also the same process you take when you want to answer for other conditions. So I think Abbas said he wants to do for diabetes.
Hello, sir. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
I'm listening to you.
So I want to answer for diabetes. So
Yes, go ahead.
the first question goes this way. What pains are they going through physically? I think they usually have leg pain, hips.
Mm,
They usually have leg pains and hips. Then the second question said, what has the pain caused them physically? Uh, my answer to this question is that the pain it caused them physically is that if their body may not function properly the way they want.
that's
Then
too that's too broad. Can you be very specific? If you have any health
okay,
condition, definitely your body will not function properly the way it should. So be more specific.
like them now, they cannot eat anything they feel like they want to eat. Like food, like
Okay.
they have some certain food that they can take.
Okay,
So
continue.
the third question says, what have they used trying to get rid of it? So they must have taken one or two medicine for them to get healed on time. So they're always on drug. Then the other one said, what have they let go of trying to get rid of the pain? Definitely, a diabetic patient have a specified food that he must eat. You cannot eat any food. You see something that you want to eat, but you just have to let it go. Even when you have it, you can't consume it for
Okay.
for you to sustain your health. Then the other
Who is
one again, they
disturbing
said.
us?
Then I'm coming. Then I'm in the
Joseph
other question.
Oweki. I'll mute you now. If you unmute your mic and disturb us again, I'll put you in the room.
Hello, sir. Then the one they said,
Please,
how can I go ahead?
yes, please.
Okay. Then they said, how has the pain affected their lifestyle? Definitely, the pain must definitely have one or two effect on their lifestyle. Because number one, they cannot eat anything which they like to eat, and there are some certain maybe now they will have a specified work that you can do. Then the other one said, what desire? What do they wish? They said, what is their desire? What do they wish for? So they wish to always be healthy all time. Then where do they congregate? Usually like here in Sokoto, they usually attend to diabetic patients every Wednesday. So someone can make an advert to them on those days. And at the same time someone can reach out to them online through social media, either Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Then they said, what is their age? So I think it's from anything 20 and above, 20 years and above. So that's only what I have.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Abbas. So just adding to what Mr. Abbas said, what are they going through physically? Like he said, a lot of them they have foot pain, and they also experience things like, especially those at the late stage of diabetes, where their injuries don't heal early enough. Do you understand? So normally, if somebody without diabetes has a cut, it will heal over time. But for them, it will keep the wound will keep spreading and spreading and spreading. It doesn't heal very fast. Do you understand? And eventually causes some of them to it causes amputation for some of them. What has the pain caused them psychologically? Part of that is they can't eat what they want to. Do you understand? So let's say somebody like that has kids, and he takes his kids out to buy something, okay, to get ice cream. They won't be able to get. Why? Because they have diabetes. And you see them constantly telling kids things like, oh, don't eat sugar. The sugar is not good for you and all. But it is actually because the sugar is not good for them. The kid's body will process the sugar, but for them, their body cannot process that amount of sugar. What have they used trying to get rid of pain of their pain? Things like agbo, things like what else do they use commonly for diabetes? Okay, majorly agbo jedi. Some insulin injection, some what's it called? Is it diabetes that uses metformin? I can't remember. Does anybody know? Is it diabetic people that use metformin? Okay, I don't think anybody does. Okay, so but I think yes, it's diabetic people that use the metformin. They use metformin drugs. Um, what have they let go of in trying to get rid of the pain? Like I said, they can't just eat anything. If they like soft drink, they can't take soft drink anymore. If they used to drink alcohol, they can't drink anymore. How has the pain affected their lifestyle? Also, going back to the example I said earlier on, they can't just go out and eat anything. Do you understand? Because they are diabetic, they constantly have things like dizziness, fatigue, things like that because they are diabetes, blurry vision. Sometimes their eyes can just go blurry. Do you get? Some of them, they're not using glasses because of that. What is their desire? What do they wish for? Very simple. They want their blood sugar level to reduce and they want to be healthy again. Where can you find such people? Like I said, you always find people like this in influencers comment section. Somebody like a Proco doctor, if he makes a content around, you guys know a Proco doctor, right? I hope I'm not just calling names there. So if you post a content about wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yeah, sir.
So if he makes a content about diabetes, you see a lot of people like that in what's it called? In the comment section. Again, where else can you find such people? You always find them in maybe seminars about living healthy, being free of diabetes, and things like that. What is their age? Diabetes is a bit more tricky compared to high blood pressure. High blood pressure manifests in older people. Do you get? But for diabetes can start manifesting as young as age 20. It might not manifest as severe as someone older, but it might manifest as okay, maybe the person will start having obesity. Yes, it might manifest as obesity. It might manifest as it might affect the person's sexual health. That's also an example. Do you get? So this is how diabetes is. So let's go to the last one now. High blood pressure. Onyiru Uba. I hope I don't pronounce your name right. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Yoruba Petromina Kelechi. I want to speak on the arthritis. The first one we have here, they say, what pain are they going through physically? Because arthritis is a condition that has to do with an inflammation of the joint. So they are going through a kind of pain, they are going through stiffness, they are having a kind of pain, stiffness of the joints, they are not able to move physically, they have a kind of limited movement and activities are restricted because of the pains that they are experiencing. And they are depressed and they are also anxious about. Okay, so what has the pain caused them psychologically? The pain has caused them depression because of their condition. They are not happy, they are depressed. Then also they are anxious of, are they going to get better? Will this thing ever go? So they are anxious. They say, what have they used trying to get rid? Okay, some use a kind of hot and cold compress. They apply a kind of cold massage. Some use hot massage. Then others too visit the hospitals where they take drugs, they take corticosteroid medications and painkillers to relieve them of the pain. So what
You
have
forgot the common one that they use.
for the arthritis pain?
Yeah,
What have
maybe
they?
not for people that are the severe stage. Aboniki, Rob, and like,
Okay.
please continue,
What
continue.
what have they let go trying to get? Okay, they've let go some things like modification of their dietary regimen. Some of them they don't. Some of them have this fear of taking something that is cold. They'll tell them don't take something that is cold. Some of them they are educated. They should not take fast foods. They should not take they shouldn't take fast foods. They shouldn't take processed meats. Processed meat. They shouldn't take processed meats. Okay. Then they say, how has the pen affected their lifestyle? In the sense that, okay, in the sense that they have a kind of reduced physical mobility. They don't go, they can't, physical activities are restricted because of the type of pain that they are experiencing. And their desire is that they get better. That is their desire, that they get better. And where they congregate is where they can get help for their problems. Such places like some of them visit hospital, they can congregate in the hospital, they can congregate in a kind of massage room.
That's a good one.
Yes, they can congregate in a massage room. They can go to these specialized fitness centers, in support groups. So then what is their age? I think their age should be 30 to 60 years of age.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. That's a very, very good one. I just want to add like a quick story. I remember when I was serving, I served in the east. I served in a village in Ebonyi, Ugulangu. That's the name of the village. In that village, the majority of the population were older people. Most of their kids they had gone to Lagos, Imo, whatever city it was, like to work, obviously. So majority of the population in the village left were older people. And a lot of them in their younger years, they worked in the farm. And even till then, they were working in the farm. So you see them when they are working, their back is slouched by default. So they always bend like this to work. And most of them were suffering from arthritis. They used to have their market day once every 4 days. Was it once every 4 days? It came is for right. AK market, or is it Unko market that is for? Do we have anybody? Okay, I'm not sure, but it was either Unko or AK market. And you would always see, if you go into the market, you would always see there is a man there, like he had some other people working for him. He used to sell arthritis medicine. So they used to say arthritis, rheumatism, and the likes. So you always see those older people gathering around him when he's talking. Like he doesn't use all these autoplay this thing. You see him talking about this thing and all. Even though he was not a medical expert, but at least he knew a little bit about the particular health condition, that being arthritis. And he would always be talking in the market. You see a lot of those older people gathering around him, plenty, and they will buy whatever it is that he's selling every market day. He's always selling different things for different health conditions, market women, not just market women, even men would be suffering from. And he was always selling. So that's just to prove that, like what Onyi Ryuba said, that they would always get people with this health condition would always gather where they can find solutions. The reason why I'm saying this is so that when you are promoting whatever it is you want to promote, not even outside of Janice, do you understand? When you are thinking where best can I place my adverts, always think about where your audience will congregate, and your audience will most likely congregate where they can find like-minded people, one, Two, where they can find help for their condition or whatever challenge it is they want to solve. So that is that. You guys have all done well. So that's a very good one. But so the thing is, it is not every time that you'll be given a product that you fully understand. For example, there was a time I had to write a copy for hepatitis B. I didn't know anything about hepatitis B at that point in time, but I was able to carry out research. You can't call yourself a copywriter if you can't carry out research. I was able to carry out research. That time, AI had not even gone mainstream. So all the research I had to do was manually. I don't mean manually, I mean like searching the web and all. So in conditions where you don't understand whatever it is you are promoting or the health condition yourself, you can then use these platforms to answer these particular questions above. Hold on, it's something pop up on your screen. What's going on? Okay, so you can use these platforms to answer the questions that are okay. For example, let's say you want to write about high blood pressure. Like the first person I attempted to answer, he said he didn't know so much about high blood pressure. That's understandable. It's not every time you'll be writing copy about something you know about. So you can use platforms like this to search out answers, to carry out your research to all these questions. And out of all these platforms, some of the best that I use personally is when you use forums like Quora, Reddit, and Nairaland. They are very, very good. Quora, Reddit, Nairaland, they are very, very good for answering these questions. Very good. Why? Because if you go on Quora, Reddit, and Nairaland, there are forums for people to discuss whatever challenge they are having, for people to share whatever it is they want to share. So you always see people say like the point of pain they're having. That's very, very useful to you as a copywriter, right? Another very good one is Facebook forums and group. It almost serves the same purpose as Quora, Reddit, and Nairaland. Do you understand? People always open up, especially in a group that they feel secure in. People always open up well in those kind of groups. So when I joined Janice initially, I used to join groups for people with high blood pressure, especially. Why? Not because I didn't understand the condition, but so that I could find even more angles to sell from. Then influencer comment section is actually a good one, but it's not always reliable. Why? Because you might not get enough content from there. But you would always see people ask questions from their point of pain. That's a good thing with influencers comment section. Then this is the best: live events and listening to your audience. You cannot compare anything to actually having somebody close to you that is suffering from one of these conditions, or that is also in the market you want to promote something in. So let's say, for example, you want to sell let me see a product that I knew a nursing mother might buy. Somebody should give me an example of a product a nursing mother might buy.
Pampers.
I want something a bit more. Pampers is too broad. Anybody can walk into any store and get Pampers. I want something a little bit more.
Food supplement.
What did you say?
Food supplement.
Food supplements. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
okay, maybe that's not bad. Let's use that. But let's not say food supplements for the baby. Let's say a nursing mother might want to lose pregnancy weight, right? So she might buy some product that promise to help her lose weight. So let's say a weight loss supplement. That's a good one. So most likely you will find, if you have a nursing mother around you, that's your perfect target audience. Just listen to what she's always talking about in relation to her weight, and you've gotten all the research you need. Do you get? So that's the good thing with listening to your audience live, or attending live events where your audience are in. Do you understand? So once you have all this, once you can answer all these questions of identifying a Chinese customer avatar, and maybe you even use some of this to answer the question, what then do you need to do next? What then do you need to do next? The next thing is to begin writing your copy. Do you understand? The next thing is to begin writing your copy. But before you can begin writing your copy, you need to know something. You need to know the most important part of a copy. Do you understand? So, before I come back to that, I need you guys to look at this book on your screen. Look at this book. Who can tell me what this book is about? What do you think this book is about?
About love, sir.
It's about love. Someone else should try. It's about love. Someone else should try.
I think it's about astronomy or something.
Okay, it's about astronomy. One last person.
I think it's about finding love and compatibility using the stars.
Okay. That's a good one too. I like the way you thought out that. Okay. Let's go to another book now. Looking at this book, who can tell me what this particular book is about? I know he says it's in the title, but you, what do you think it is about? Yeah, guys,
Hello.
I'm listening.
It's giving a guideline. Hello.
Yeah, yes.
It's giving a guideline on how one can sacrifice.
I cannot hear you. Okay,
Hello,
someone
can you hear
else.
me, sir?
Okay,
Hello,
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I said it's giving a guideline on how woman can satisfy.
Okay, that's a good one. Someone else.
Okay, it's giving a guideline on how you can improve your sexual life as a man.
Okay, all right. Those are good attempts. Now, if you are working, I know we don't do bookstore, is it bookshop they call it anymore in this era. But just imagine you are working in a bookshop or bookstore, whichever they call it, and you see these two books. Which of the books will draw your attention to read? From the title, which of the books will draw your attention to read?
The
Astrological
second
laws.
one.
The
You
second
have
one.
to satisfy woman, sir.
The second one is
Okay,
when
all
This
right.
one, sir.
Okay, all right. For the lady that said the first one, I'm not surprised. The reason I'm not surprised is because it says the second one says how to satisfy a woman. So it's probably like a man. Maybe you'd have chosen that option. Okay, so maybe I should have phrased my question as which of this would interest you as a man to read. Okay, now if you look at these two books, you see that the author, Nora Aiden, it is the same author by Nora Aiden. Let me show you again. Nora Aiden and by Nora Aiden. Now, do you know that these two books are the same thing? Do you understand? Let me tell you the story behind it. When Nora Aiden wrote this astrological love, initially, she published 5,000 copies, and she struggled to make sales, right? Because because people could not tell how the book would help them. She struggled to make sales. But she was able to make about 3,000. The remaining 2,000 copies, she had to give it out for 99 cents at a massive loss. But what happened? A New York publisher read her book, and the New York publisher was like, this book is really good, though, and it can help a lot of men improve their relationship. So what did the New York publisher do? He reached out to Nora Aiden. He told Nora Aiden, I want to get the rights to this book so we can split the profit on it. Do you understand? And when he got the right to the book, he just did one thing. The only thing he did was just change the title. He didn't touch anything inside. He just changed the title. And from a book that struggled to sell 5,000 copies, and she had to give out 2,000 for 99 cents, the book sold 2.3 million copies in 18 months. Do you understand? So 2.3 million copies in 18 months. That is the same book that struggled to sell 5,000. Now you can say, okay, because of improved marketing, that is why I sold. That's also one reason. But the major reason is because now the book was telling people how it can help them directly. Do you understand me? Now, going back to this slide, the most important part of a copy. Now, the most important part of a copy you should know is the headline. That is why I showed you the example of this book. I know this is not headline, this is just front page let's say title page. Do you get? But the most important part of a copy is the headline. Now, because we are in an age where not everything is about reading blog posts or reading articles or everything. On TikTok, for example, people won't read your headline first. They will watch your video first. Do you get me? So let me just put it as the most important part of a copy is whatever people see first. Do you get me? Whatever people see first is the most important. So if you write a book, the most important part of the book is your title, the front page. If it's what's it called? If it's YouTube, the most important part of your YouTube video is the title and your thumbnail. If it's TikTok, the most important part is the first 30 seconds of your video, or let me say first 5 seconds of your video. If it's an article, we can say the most important part is your title, your headline. Do you understand me? That is why I showed you this example. The headline is the game changer for your copy. It is the most important part of your copy. It decides whether your copy is going to flop or whether your copy is going to do well. Do you get me? So that's why I'm explaining all this. That is why I took out my time to show you all this. Do you get me? Now, knowing now that the headline is the most important part of a copy, and I've also taught you that, okay, this is how you identify a Janice customer avatar. What then is the next step to take? Don't forget, I told you that once you identify your customer avatar, you know they are paying, you can begin writing your copy. But a lot of you are beginners. You can't just sit down and just begin writing anything. No. So I created a template for you to make it easier. Do you get me? I actually have 2 templates here, but because of our time, I'm only going to run you through one. So I've created a 20-step structure for a testimonial pre-sale in Janice. Do you get? So following this structure is going to make it much more easier for you to write your copy. Do you get me? Don't forget, I said the headline is the most important part of the copy, whatever people see first, and that is number 1 here. So this is the other part of it. So let me show you an example of a copy I wrote with this format. With this format, my domain has expired, so I'm going to show you via Google Doc. Hold on, guys, can you still hear me?
So I don't know if
Yes,
it is
sir.
from my end, but you are always skipping while you are.
Is anyone else experiencing that?
No, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, all right. I think it's from your end. Maybe you should leave the meeting and join back.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
You are just keeping as if it is network, or maybe it's mine. I don't know.
It's still not loading. Okay, let me just type manually. Google Doc. So I'm only going to show you one copy because of time, but don't worry, I'll just open some other ones and quickly run you through so you can. And if you would like to see more copies and dissect it yourself using the template I gave you, you can message me after the class. I'll send it to you. Why is it not bringing out results? Okay, so this is a copy I wrote to promote one of our eyebrow pressure products. But I didn't just write it for writing's sake. I looked at one of the best angles to promote eyebrow pressure, and that is the angle of sexual performance. So eyebrow pressure, it affects a lot of men in the bedroom, especially with their erection. So this copy was written for that, for people in situations like that. So follow the 20-step Janice testimonial pre-sale structure, and we'll dissect this copy. So hold on, I'm coming, please. Still loading. I don't know why this thing is lagging. Anytime I'm on Zoom, my laptop is always lagging. Okay, sorry for the delay. Oh, I think there's another. Okay, so the first one is the first. Let's go back to our 20 steps. So the first one is a catchy headline. So do you? Okay, we'll come back to that. So the first step is a catchy headline, and this is our catchy headline. You can read it yourself. This is our catchy headline. Let's continue. And the second step of our 20-step structure for a testimonial pre-sale. Now, the reason why I'm running you through, actually, I would have run you through how to write a non-testimonial pre-sale too. But the reason why I'm showing you how to how to write testimonial pre-sale is because how to write a testimonial pre-sale alone is because initially our copywriting classes used to be 2 days, but now it has been compressed to 1 day. To 1 day, I should say. It has been compressed to 1 day. So that's why I'm showing you how to write testimonial pre-sale alone. And because the testimonial pre-sale is one of the best ways to convert a cold audience. That's somebody that knows nothing about you or your product. So the step 2 is a short introduction. So let's go on. This is the picture of our fictional character. So it says, good day, I'm Charles Okobi. February 14, 2021 was supposed to be a memorable day. It was a Monday evening, and it was Valentine's Day. A lot of people at my place of work were rushing home to mark the celebration with their lovers, and I was also not left behind. I went home with a colleague who lived around my area that day since I didn't take my car to work. And all through the journey home, I was chatting with my wife on WhatsApp, telling her all I would do to her in bed when I got home, how I'll pleasure her, make her shiver, and have her beg for more. The sexual pressure was already getting very intense, and when I got home that night, my wife was already in one of those sexy dresses I couldn't resist. Who can tell me what number we are now? can tell me what number we are now, guys?
The short introduction, sir.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Okay, all right.
Number 2.
Number 2. Good, that's good. I can see you guys are following. I'm still in a short introduction. I couldn't resist. Started kissing and smooching, but when it was time for me to penetrate and have some real action, I couldn't get hard. I asked my wife to fondle with my Ben Johnson a little bit more, trying to convince her that it was still going to get hard. But she did all she could, and my penis remained soft. I'm coming. Let me scroll down. I felt so ashamed. It was like the ground should open up and just swallow me. I didn't understand. I had prepared for the night. Before getting up that night, I had used a particular sex enhancement manpower drink recommended by a friend. Still, I couldn't get hard. Who can tell me what number we are now?
Number 3.
3 and 4. 3 and 4, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
4.
that's good. We're in 3 and 4. And 3 and 4. If you even said 5, that's a good one. One thing you should know about this structure is I created it to make writing easy for you guys. It's not a rigid structure. Do you get? You can write it. You can create your own template, create your own structure to write it. The most important thing is that your copy converts. That's the most important thing. You can even change the arrangement. Do you understand me? So let's continue. I tried giving my wife the same excuse I've been giving her in the past. But as I told her, honey, maybe it's because of stress from work. Hold on. She wasn't going to have it this time. She wasn't going to have it this time. She said in a disappointed voice. This is where I am. Yes, you are wondering. She said in a disappointed voice, Charles, you knew you couldn't satisfy me. So what was the point of getting me turned on and in the mood? Other guys I've been with before I married were not like this. My ego was shattered and I was down. I promised myself that I was going to find a solution to my problem. Once again, I went back to using the manpower drinks and herbal concussion I'd been using before, hoping to find something better. But these new ones were also a failure. Oh, I'm coming. The field at work could give me serious banging headaches till it felt like my head would fall off. What number are we now, guys? What number are we?
5 and 6, sir.
Number
7.
7.
Okay. If you said 6, you are correct. If you said 7, you are correct. 6 being that the part where he said, what did you say?
He was talking about how he felt disappointed that all the reports he was taking was
Yes, so that's a good one. The part where he said was the ones that even work will give him a headache, you can categorize that under 6. That's retelling how symptoms go worse. The feeling of giving up and hopelessness, yes. So if you said 6 or 7, you're correct. Let's go on. Don't forget the structure is not a rigid one. And it was okay, so let me continue from here. The field at work would give me serious banging headaches till it felt like my head would fall off. Excuse me. And it wasn't, and if it wasn't the headaches, my heart rate would become so high that after using them, it would seem like I was going to have a heart attack. I stopped using these manpower drinks and sexual enhancers for a while. But since I was really desperate, I'm here in case you are wondering. But since I was really desperate, I wanted to regain the respect my wife once had for me in the bedroom. I began to try out anything my friends and colleagues recommended. I used tramadol, herbs, agbo, manpower drinks, several Viagras, sex enhancement drink. What number are we now, guys? I want to see if you can get it. What number are we, guys? What I just read now.
Number 8.
What number?
Number 8.
Number 8, sir.
Number 9.
Okay, who else wants to try? Number 9.
Number
Okay,
8.
who else wants to try? You guys are correct though, but there's something you are missing. Okay, all right. Nobody picked this.
Number
But if you
5.
said number
10 too.
5,
Number
8.
Number 5. I'm feeling like it's number 5.
no, it's not number. Yes, number 5. Who said number 5?
It's me, sir.
What's your name, please?
David Oedikachi, sir.
Okay, David Oedikachi. Thank you.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not checking my screen, so I can't see. Okay, so
Yes, no
thank you for that number 5. You are correct. Like I said, I wanted you guys to see that the structure is not really rigid. Do you get? I was on number 7 and then I jumped to number 5 again. Do you understand? So it is not rigid. The most important thing is that you write a convincing copy. So let's proceed. But if you also said number 8, well, you are correct. If you also said number 7, feeling of giving up and hopelessness, you're also correct. But if you want to look at it just plainly, number 5. Okay. So I used tramadol, herbs, agbo, manpower drinks, several Viagras, sex enhancement drinks, and many more solutions I can't even remember now. Still, there was no change in my bedroom performance. I couldn't get an erection naturally unless I use one of those drugs that puts me at a serious health risk. I was sick and tired. My marriage was now hanging by a thread, and I had wasted a lot of money on so-called sex solutions with no result. But while I was looking for a cure to my erection loss, what I didn't know was that I was finding a solution to the wrong ailments rather. So this time around, we are under bringing in solution gradually. I don't remember the particular number it is now. So I was ignorant to the root cause of my erectile problem, which was high blood pressure. I got to find out about this on a particular, just so you know, this particular copy brought over 300 orders for me. Do you understand? That is how powerful a copy can be. So I got to find out about this on a particular Saturday evening while I was scrolling through Facebook. And the post I saw was about how high blood pressure might be the cause of my poor performance in bed. I went through this post and it was then I realized that men with high blood pressure struggle to maintain an erection or even get erect because they get restricted blood flow to the penis. You can tell me what number we are now.
Number 8, sir.
Good, number 8. Let's proceed. I'm here, if you're wondering. I wasn't even sure if I had high blood pressure when I saw this post. So the following day after church service, I visited the clinic in my area to check my blood pressure reading. After several examinations and questioning from the doctor, excuse me, it broke the sad news to me. I had high blood pressure, and it has been the reason I've been struggling to get an erection. My blood pressure reading at this time was 203/114. What do they call this? How do they pronounce it? I can't remember. But mmHg. Does anybody know how they pronounce it?
Millimeter mercury.
Thank you. God bless you. Millimeter mercury. So 203/114 millimeter mercury. If you want to write your own copy, please confirm the LD units for the LD reading for blood pressure and the one that puts you at a danger of heart attack. When I got back home from the clinic that evening, I quickly went back to the post I had seen the previous day on the post I had seen the previous day on my Facebook about how high blood pressure was the leading cause of erection loss in men. Good thing I had saved the post when I saw it the previous day. I went over the post again so I could get a better grasp. And at the end of the post, I was directed to watch a video. It was in this video I learned about a simple method in which men like me have been using to reverse their high blood pressure for the past 6 years. Who can tell me what number we are now?
Number 9.
Number 9. Who else wants to try?
Number 10.
Number 10. Number 10. So easy.
10.
We're on number 10. Yes. Introducing unique solution. Okay, it was in this video I learned about a simple method in which men like me have been using to reverse their high blood pressure for the past 6 years. Quickly, I followed the instruction in the video. I'm here in case you are wondering. I'm on this paragraph. Quickly, I followed the instruction in the video and began giving the method a try. Week 2 to 3, I didn't see any significant changes in my blood pressure reading and my erectile problem. But I'm not one to expect an instant change, so I kept on following the method in the video, even though there was no physical change. About the 6th week of following the method in the video, I noticed that I was waking up with a morning erection. This was huge for my wife and I. Who can tell me why I said this statement? It does not have anything to do with the template, though. It's just, I'm just asking.
There is improvement.
Okay, it's improvements, but that's a bit broad. Who else wants to try?
Moment of relief.
What did you say?
Moment of relief.
Okay, who else wants to try? I think the guys should be able to answer better.
Because it's a normal thing for every man who is sexually okay to have.
Yes, thank you. God bless you. It's a normal thing. So if a man is not experiencing it, it's most likely he has like he's not LD. So that's why I added that. So that is under number. Hold on, guys, I'm coming. Don't forget, I introduced unique solution. Then I'm coming. Then we are now under number 13. Feeling better gradually. Okay, so let's continue. Ages had passed since I last had the morning erection. I checked my blood pressure reading too, and I was now on 142/5 milli. Did you call it millimeter? Okay, millimeter mercury. 142. Please, who is disturbing us? Wait, Nura Ashura, you shouldn't be here now. Nura Ashura, are you here for the training? I don't think you should be here. Okay. It is as fast since I last had the morning erection. I checked my blood pressure reading too, and I was now on 142/5 millimeter mercury. I was so much motivated to keep following the method I learned about in the video, since there were evidences that it worked now. As the week went by, my confidence as a man was gradually restored. My blood pressure reduced drastically, and I started lasting not less than 5 minutes on only my first round of sex with my wife. I kept on following the method and I noticed that around the 12th week, my blood pressure had been completely normalized. My blood pressure reading was now 120/80 millimeter mercury. I was now lasting an average of 15 minutes in bed with my wife, and might still have been battling with high blood pressure. I might still have been battling with high blood pressure, with my high blood pressure induced erection loss if I had not found this video. I'm so glad I came across this video. Who can tell me what number we are now? Who can tell me what number we are now?
Number 11.
13.
Okay, who else
Okay,
wants to try?
17.
17.
Okay, we are getting to 17. We are getting to 17. Well, I would say yes. If you said 17, you are right. But now it's finally better. Maybe what made you miss this is because I said got the results, not necessarily from it doesn't necessarily have to be from the doctor. So we're in number 15, but we are getting to 17. But if you said 17, so you're also right. Let's continue. My marriage is great now. The respect my wife once lost for me has now been restored. She eagerly awaits when I'll make love to her now, and she constantly apologizes for ever doubting my capability as a man. If this video I watch has been able to help me go from a man who used to a man that now is in bed. If this video helped me stay married, this video could help me restore a marriage that was already hanging by a thread. Imagine what it could do for you. If you want to watch the video that helped me reverse my high blood pressure and restore my confidence in the bedroom, click the button below now. The reason why there is no button here is because, like I said, my domain has expired. So it is on the document. If it had not expired, I would have showed you the video they would have watched. Okay, so this ending part, you can be very flexible with this ending part. This ending part is just showing how the person's life has changed because he's no longer suffering from the health condition. Do you understand me? Then this part of disclaimer message, when you, if you're onboarded, your team lead will show you how to do this disclaimer message. It's just to show them that, oh, whatever you read there are not liable for. It's just all this legal stuff. Okay, so that is that for how to write a 20-step Janice testimonial pre-sale. I'm going to show you how to write the headline, but before then, I just want to run you through. Please, I'm coming. Okay. All these this thing they've expired. Before that, I'll run you through some other copies that I've written. Some other copies I've written using this 20-step structure I just showed you. So I'll just scroll through it slowly. So the class is being recorded. So when you're watching the video, you can dissect it yourself if you want to. And if you don't want to do it through the video, just reach out to me. I can send you the copy. I'm coming. How do I remember the names of this copy? Okay. There's one I wrote ageless. Okay, yeah, so this is another copy I wrote. I wrote this for an anti-wrinkle cream. An anti-wrinkle cream. Not for Janice though, but it would also help you. I'm not sure if I follow the 20-step structure, but anyways, you can always dissect this too. Hold on, let's finish loading. Okay, so this is one. I didn't use the structure. Okay, I think I did. So you can go through it yourself. Let me also show you another example, then I'll teach you how to write headline. Then I'll show you some example of headlines some good headlines too. The other one, or this is another one I wrote for arthritis. It follows the 20-step testimonial structure too. So you can also dissect this. So this is also another. So let me teach you how to write an headline, then I'll show you some other headlines too. Okay. So like I said, the headline is the most important part of a copy. And when you want to write your headline, there are 3 rules you should follow. The good thing about these 3 rules is that you don't at least start, should call out your audience or depict what it is you want to talk about. That's law 1. Law 2 of writing an headline is your headline should intrigue curiosity. Then law 3, you should obey the law of WeFM. WeFM is the radio station that every of your prospects is tuned into. And what does WeFM mean? It means what's in it for me. So if you don't answer your prospects what's in it for me, there'll be no reason for them to read your copy. Do you get me? So like I said, you don't necessarily always have to obey the 3, but you must obey these 2, this law 1 and 2 at all times for every headline you write. So coming, let me show you some headlines, then we'll see if it obeys the 3 laws. So let's look at this first. I wish I knew earlier that the balms, painkillers, and creams were only worsening my joint pain. 26 years old widowed Nigerian mother who battled arthritis for years shares her story. Does this obey the 3 laws, guys? Who wants to try?
Yes, actually, it obeyed the laws.
Okay, how does he obey the first law? Let me open the first law again. The first law states you should call out your audience or depict what it is you want to talk about. How does he obey that?
Yes, it obeyed the first law by precisely, mentioning the particular condition that it's should I say that it's specific, that's to that audience. So not everybody goes through this. So it's for a particular set of people. And once they read it, they know that this one is for me. This message is for me.
Okay. So where does he do that? Can you point me to where he does that?
Okay. Now, I wish I knew that balms, killers, and cream were worsening my joint pain. So the
Who is disturbing us? Please hold on.
Pains.
Who is disturbing us?
Okay.
I can't even find the person. Please, whoever disturbs us, like if you've disturbed us before, because I don't understand why you opening your mic all of a sudden and disturbing us. It shows you are not paying attention. So next time that happens, if you've disturbed us initially, I'll put you in the waiting room and you won't be able to join back. You still be on the meeting, but you won't hear anything. Please continue.
So it points out that
Please continue.
It points out that this is for those going through joint pains, and not just going through joint pain, but they have tried some common solutions. you know.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, the second law. It should intrigue curiosity. How does he obey that law?
Okay, curiosity there is that, you know, someone is trying to tell a personal story here, and I am curious to know more about this story because I want to know the person's experience.
Can you point me to where it intrudes curiosity in this headline?
Yes, this is a story of a 26-year-old widowed Nigerian woman who battled arthritis for years. You know, it intrigues me because this person has battled this thing for years, and she has finally found a solution to it, and she's about telling me her story. So I'm very much interested in knowing more about this story and how it applies to my own case.
Okay, that's a good one. But if we leave this side, if we leave this place, does this still intrigue curiosity? Let's imagine that
No,
this
it
part
doesn't.
that I highlighted is not there. Does this still intrigue curiosity?
Yes, yes.
It does.
Okay, how does it intrigue curiosity?
Now,
You can see it now. Okay, sorry.
it intrigues curiosity, especially to those people that are currently battling arthritis. Now, it intrigues curiosity because we are talking about a case where someone has battled this one for years, and the person is trying to share a story that
No, no,
sounds
no,
like
no. It seems you are missing the point. I'm saying if this part I highlighted is not there, can we still say the headline still intrigues curiosity?
Yes, sir, it does because I
Yes,
wish I
yes,
knew
it does.
earlier.
Yes, it
Wait,
does.
let's do it one at a time. One
Yes,
person at a time.
it does. The headline
Okay.
still intrigues curiosity because it's more like he's trying to unravel a secret, you know.
Okay, how? Like, don't just tell me he's trying to unravel a secret. How?
Okay, he's trying to unravel a secret because one, I have been using the common methods to heal my pains. Then someone else that has that has gotten to where I'm trying to get to is telling me that he has used that route and it didn't work.
Okay, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's forget the someone else. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. Look at this headline alone now. Doesn't it intrigue curiosity?
Yes, it does.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
it does.
answer now. Like now,
Yes.
there's no someone else right in the headline, so I want you to tell me how it intrigues curiosity still.
Okay. Okay. I wish I knew earlier that balms, painkiller, and creams were only worsening my pains. Now it intrigues curiosity, especially if I've been using this. And seeing this, I'm seeing something that counters the common method, you know. So immediately I want to know how this wasn't the joint pains instead of healing it.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Daniel Sunday. Harvest, you raised your hand.
Yes, I did. Okay, for me, I'll be curious because the balms, painkillers, and creams, those are common stuff that we all know that helps to relieve pain. In fact, that's something that everybody uses normally. So in a case where somebody just say this kind of thing no longer works, that even it's even worsening her case, you'll be very curious. You want to know why and what other method she used that really works for her. So for me, I'll be really curious.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Who else wants to try? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead, Bright and Ava.
okay. So this headline calls for curiosity because now we are saying we are using an avatar now to try to identify some certain audience. For me, if I've been going through joint pain, and it's possible that I might have used balm and also painkiller too. Now, seeing this headline that I wish I knew that balm, painkiller, and creams were only worsening my joint pain. So it's if I'm the advertiser, if I'm facing that problem, I want to click on this advert to know what possibly somebody is possible that somebody might have used this also, just like I've also used it, and what resort to it, and possibly the cause. Let me just put it. So I would say this headline alone, it's cause for curiosity to want to know using using this headline.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. You've all done well. You've all done well. So it's just that simple. It intrigues curiosity in two ways. First of all, it says how balms, pains, painkillers, and creams that are supposed to help relieve joint pain worsen it for her. Somebody that is using those will be curious to know that it shouldn't be that I'm also doing the wrong thing. Oh, let me read this. Then another way is that somebody of 26 years old, somebody of 26 should not be suffering from arthritis. Do you get me? Then she shares her story. What else? Okay, yeah. So that's those are the two parts. So that's how it intrigues curiosity. Let's open another headline and see if okay. So law 3 now, we've not done law 3. Does he obey the law of what's in it for me? This is law 3. Law 3. This is law 3. Does he obey the law of what's in it for me? So guys, does he obey the law of what's in it for me? I need two answers. Two people to answer rather.
So you mean just the two paragraph, like the headline and the second?
No. Everything now. Everything.
Okay. I don't think so. I don't think it has obeyed the third law.
Okay. Who else wants to try?
I want to try.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it obeys the law of what's in it for me because she's 26 years old and she's very young. And I'm a young person and it might also happen to me. So I want to hear her story so I could take precautions. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you very much. One thing I noticed, you guys are not thinking like the audience. Do you understand? If you think like the audience, you see that, okay, this actually obeys the law of what's in it for me. It is not every time the headline will say how to do this. Do you understand? How I did this. If it's that direct, that means it's obvious that it obeyed it. But looking at this headline, I understand that it's a bit tricky. It doesn't look like it obeyed it. Do you understand? But the way it obeys it is, let me show you. Shares her story. Do you understand me? It's just that simple. Do you get? If she didn't share anything now and she just made the statement, then we might say it doesn't obey it. Do you understand me? So, what else was I going to say? Please hold on, I'm coming. I'm trying to remember what I was trying to say. Okay, so it is not every time that it might just that was in it for me. It's not necessarily what solution am I getting from this. People don't know that they are going to, I'm selling them anything. Do you understand? From this headline. And to me, that's even the best kind of copy. The best kind of copy is kind of copy where people don't know that they are going to buy anything. Do you understand me? Or you just want to give them something. So this is positioned as a simple article that they should read, that the information is going to help them. So that is how it obeys the law of what's in it for me. They are getting quality information. Don't forget that initially, when we're talking about where our audience congregates, I think it was Messi that said that anywhere they can find possible solutions. Do you understand? This article looks like something like that, something that can give them possible solution. And even though it can't give them solution, it can tell them what to avoid. So that's how it obeys the law of what's in it for me. Did you guys get that? Guys, did you get that? Okay, good. Thank you. Let's look at another one. You know what? Because of time, I'll just open some of those headlines. You can check yourself. You can check yourself because of time. You can check if it obeys the 3 laws yourself. It's not something that is hard to do. Just sit down with it and think well. Look at this headline too. Check yourself if it obeys the 3 laws. Hold on, I'm coming, please. Okay, so look at this headline. It's called The Secret Formula. Many Nollywood actresses and entertainers have been using to knock off 15 to 20 years from their age and maintain an ageless look. You too can use it to achieve a youthful look. This is the first article that tells you how. So check, though, just review it yourself. Does he obey the 3 laws? Let me just go down just a little. Does he obey the 3 laws? Let's see another one again. Let's see another example. You can screenshot it too. Which other one? Which other one? Which other one? I'm coming. I'm trying to remember some of my puppies, why I named them. It's just spots. Yes. This is also another one you should check if it obeys the 3 laws. Listening to skincare influencer almost ruined my face. I found out the hard way that a lot of them don't even use what they promote. Miss Onoje shares how she got rid of acne, pimples, and dark spots within 3 months after her skin was almost ruined by online influencers. This is also another one. This thing is lagging. I would have scrolled down. Okay, that's downloading. So this is also another one. Let me see another copy I can open for you. I can't remember the names of all the documents, so let me just scroll down. Why is this one just recent and top results? Oh, okay. Because I didn't clear this. They have shown me this. Okay. This book, I wrote it for a company that was promoting what's it called? They help companies build like websites and the likes. So I wrote this book for this thing to help them run ads with, like as a lead magnet. For those of you that don't know what a lead magnet is, a lead magnet is something that is supposed to attract your prospect. So we're giving out this book for free and we're getting their email details to follow up on them. So this book can also you can also check if this book obeys those 3 laws. So how to close more sales. Our target audience were people that were running their businesses online and they needed to do everything manually, have to post manually, reply to everyone one at a time to make sales. If people want to buy, people would have to message them. They would have to reply to those people, blah, 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 manually. And they were already, the work was getting frustrated. And they were getting frustrated with the work. Those were our target audience. So, okay. So you can check this book. You can screenshot it, check if it obeys the 3 laws. Let's see another one. I hope you are following me, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You are following, sir.
Okay. I'm coming. Let me say 2 or 3 other examples. Yes, this is one I wrote for people that were obese. So, the hidden truth about the Nigerian weight loss industry revealed. How they've tried to render this potent weight loss method that has worked across several generations powerless so that they can keep profiting from your ignorance. This is also one I wrote for this thing, for people suffering from obesity. Hold on, I'm coming. So you can also check this if it obeys the 3 laws too and see how it obeys the 3 laws. I hope you're also learning how to write good headlines from this. Or let me not say good, let me say compelling headlines. Let's see some other ones. I'm only opening the ones, if you see some other, I'm only opening the ones I wrote. I don't want to open other people's work, but some of them submitted it to me. Okay, yes, so I can open this. This is one of my church members. She sells wig, right? And she was struggling with her sales, so she reached out to me that I should assist her. And we'd also created a lead magnet, just like I did with the initial book I showed you. So I told her what to write and everything. So, anyways, you can also check if this works. I don't want to edit, so I only open it. So the book was 3 ways to spot a fake wig before buying. So she would also run adverts promising to give people this for free in exchange for their contacts. So she can also follow up and nurture them on WhatsApp. So you can also check if this obeys it. 3 ways to spot a fake wig before buying. So I don't want to show you the content of our book, sorry. Who can tell me? I want to ask this last example I showed you. 3 ways to spot a fake wig before buying. Who can tell me who can tell me why I use this particular headline and not just 3 ways to spot a fake wig? Why before buying? Who can tell me? Huh?
Sir,
Guys,
please come again.
I said for this example that I showed you. I'm coming. For this, hold on. I don't want to open the document again. This one, can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
So it says I asked her to use this name, 3 ways to spot a fake wig before buying. Why didn't you just say 3 ways to spot a fake wig? Why did we add that before buying? Look at,
They are in line with the 3 laws.
okay, no, that's incorrect, but good attempt. It's a question you have to think. Okay, Bright Anaba, go ahead.
I think you actually use that because she sells wig, not like she's giving.
Not really, not really. You tried, but not really. Who else wants to try? I don't want to say it's a deep marketing question. Okay, maybe it's just me that I'm thinking that we might be deep, but it's a question you have to. Okay, let me allow you guys speak. Let me know. To arouse audience curiosity. No, if we use 3 ways to spot a fake wig, we would have still aroused their curiosity and made them go rush into our DMs to get the lead magnet. So who else wants to try? Okay, I think I'll just answer it. The reason why is because see, there are different. There's something they call cold, warm, and hot audience, right? Now, a cold audience is somebody that is not aware of. Okay, there are 2 ways. let's say a cold audience in relation to your products, a warm audience in relation to your products, a hot audience in relation to your products. That's one face. There's another face, a cold audience in relation to the problem. The problem they have, a warm audience in relation to the problem they are having, and a hot audience in relation to the problem that they are having. Now, let me explain this way so you can understand better. So if for example, I meet a lady, right, and I let me see, if I meet a lady and I approach her for the first time, she doesn't know me from Adam, right? I meet her and I approach her the first time. She's a bit, how should I put it? Should I say I'm a cold audience or she's a cold audience? Okay, she's a cold audience. Good. That's perfect. That's how your prospects to see you. If they don't know, see their problem. If they are not aware of the problem they are having, do you understand? And how your products can serve as a solution to that problem. So when I approach the lady and she doesn't know anything, she doesn't know me from Adam, she doesn't know anything about me, and I told her, she's a cold audience, right? She would not be as receptive as if she was warm. Do you get? But then if we start talking, and okay, I ask her out on a date and we go out on a few dates, she's already a warm audience. That way, she's already a warm audience. And because she's a warm audience, she'll be a bit more receptive. Do you get? Now, when she becomes a hot audience, is maybe when I ask her out to be my girlfriend or to marry me. Do you get? If she agrees, she's already a hot audience. Do you get? Why did I explain this way? I'm explaining this way so you see the reason why we added before buying. So the thing is, it is easier to get a warm audience and a hot audience to buy from you than a cold audience. Don't forget, a cold audience does not know anything about your product. They don't care about your service, your product, or everything. A warm audience, they know a little bit more about your product, but they've not personally used it for themselves, and they don't know how well it works. Okay, maybe they've seen testimonials and they've seen how it works for people. So that's a warm audience. A hot audience is somebody that's bought from you and your product has worked well for them. Now back to this 3 ways to spot a fake week before buying. The reason why we added before buying is because so that we will the reason why we added before buying is so that we will extract out from the market when we run our ads people that are about to buy. Do you get? If we had used 3 ways to spot a fake week, a lot of people would have come even though they don't plan to buy. Do you understand me? But as we added before buying, can you guys hear me? Because I've been speaking for longer and I'm not.
Yes, you can hear you, sir.
Okay, all right. So the reason why we added before buying is so that we can extract out from the market the warm audience. Don't forget, I group them into 2 categories: cold, warm, and hot audience. Cold, warm, and hot, those that are not for their problem. Then cold, warm, and hot for your product. I don't know if you guys understand that.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes, sir.
understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all
Sir,
right.
come
Yes,
again
we
on that,
understand.
sir.
Yes, we are.
No, this is just extra. It's not part of the syllabus. It's just marketing knowledge. So warm and hot audience for their problems. Okay, for example, now let's say somebody has high blood pressure, but they've never checked their blood pressure reading in the last 5 years. The person is a cold audience. No matter how you promote their product, our product to the person, maybe the person has never had any massive symptom like heart attack, scare of heart attack, and anything. The person will most likely not buy. Why? Because the person is not suffering any severe symptom. Do you get? So the person is completely cold. Why? Because the person has never checked his blood pressure reading in the last 5 years. But if the person constantly checks his blood pressure reading and is aware that I'm at a danger spot of high blood pressure, I might have an heart attack soon. But the person has never bought our products before. The person is warm. That's when when it comes to their problem. Do you get what they are suffering from? Now the person becomes hot when they've bought our product and they've used it and it has worked for them. Like I said, it's easier to sell to warm and hot audience. So let me come back to products now. Do you get? So to products now, let's use our high blood pressure products, for example, again. Even if the person is completely problem aware, knows he has high blood pressure and is at a stage where he might have an heart attack soon. If the person has never ever bought our products, never ever heard about it, never doesn't know how it works, the person is still cold in relation to our products. Do you get? So I'm separating problem now and product. Do you guys understand? Problem, challenge, condition they might be having, and product. Are you guys understanding?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. So but let's say the person has now come across our product online, and the person has seen that this thing works for people. Do you get? And the person knows that it works for people, but the person has still never bought. The person is already warm in relation to our product. And lastly, when the person buys our product and it works well for the person is then hot, a hot audience in relation to our product. Do you understand me? So those are the two categories. Do you get me? So back to this book. Do you guys get that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
I need that.
yes,
Yes.
we
Okay, awesome. So back to this book. The reason why we put before buying is so that we can get the warm audience. The warm audience that are already looking out to buy a wig. Okay, for example, now at the moment, I want to buy a new laptop because this is my laptop. The head is always touching once in a while. Do you understand? Now, if I see an ad of somebody selling a laptop now, and I can confirm that the price is the laptop I want, and I can also confirm that the person is legitimate. I can buy from the person. The idea before buying is so that we can extract from the market. By extract, we can get audience. So our ad can attract the audience that are almost at that stage of buying. It's as simple as that. That is why we added before buying. 3 ways to spot a fake quick before buying. So that people that are about to buy, in fact, thinking about it now, we should have used it as 3 mistakes you must not make before you buy your wig. That would have even converted better. But anyways, it still worked perfectly fine. Do you get? So that is that for that. That is just extra for this particular headline. So I think I've shown you guys enough examples of headlines so you guys can check if they obey the 3 laws yourself. So with this, we've come to the end of our class, of our copywriting class. From tomorrow, another tutor will take you. I'm going to give you an assignment. I'll send it to the group. Don't worry yourself. And the recording, I pray it extracts perfectly. If it does, I'll send it to the group before night time. Before night time, you see it in the group, the recording of our class. So before I end the meeting or our class, are there any questions? It doesn't necessarily have to be question in relation to this class. Anything marketing related, internet marketing related, rather.
Okay, please, I want to ask.
Please raise
You
your hand
said
before you ask questions, so we don't have a lot of people speaking over themselves. Okay, Bright and Ava.
Okay. The question I want to ask is, when we are on those copy, when you use long copy, because I noticed the copy you used while you are
Yes.
trying to explain those 20. I've forgotten the
20
literature, but
steps for a Janice
yeah,
testimonial pre-sale.
yes. So while you are trying to go through the copy, I noticed the copy was very long. So I wanted to
Yes.
ask, is it
Yes.
the same copy you use on the ad while running the ad, possibly on Facebook or Instagram? Is it the same copy? Because I noticed it was very long. So I
Yes.
don't know. Or is it that they have is it something that maybe after you clicked on the ad, they to now take you to possibly a sales page or something where you go through
Okay.
this particular copy? That is what I don't understand. I want you to explain it, please.
Okay, all right. So if I'm getting you well, you mean is this copy what people with the prospect were seeing on the Facebook ad?
Yes, yes.
Oh, no. It is when they click through from the ad, they will land to the pre-sale page. So this copy is what they will see on the pre-sale page. Do you get me?
Yes, I think I get to know.
Okay, all right. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it answers it. Thank you.
Okay, all right. You're welcome. You can drop your hand. Daniel Sunday.
Yes. Okay, please. I just wanted to confirm. You said you were going to drop the file, the template. You said are you dropping in the group
No, I
or
didn't say I'll drop the templates. I said I'll send the assignment to the group.
no? Yes, not the assignment, but this guy, the writing headline, the 20 steps.
No, I'm not dropping that. You can screenshot it now, so you can write it down if you need it.
Okay, please.
You
I'll,
definitely need it anyways for your assignments.
please,
Yes,
please.
what
I'll
did
let
you say?
again. Please share it again on the screen so that I can take screenshot.
Yes. Okay, so I'm assuming you should be done screenshotting page 1. So this is page 2. Okay. Next question, please. Abbas Lamidi.
Hello, sir. Can you
Yes,
hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Please, sir, can you share more light on the last 3 laws
Shed more
that,
light. Do you mean like
just
I
me?
should
Yeah,
explain or I should show you again?
just briefly, sir. Just
I should explain, right?
briefly, sir.
Okay, all right. So
Yes, sir.
for the 3 laws, when you're writing your headline, law 1 is you should call out your audience or depict what you want to talk about. This is very simple. If you want to speak to Man United fans, you put Man U in what you are writing. Do you get? If you want to speak to Nigerians, okay, well, maybe Nigerians might not work because we are all in Nigeria. Let me not use that example. If you want to speak with fans of Wizkid, you put Wizkid in your headline, or maybe not necessarily Wizkid, but something every fan of Wizkid would understand. For example, now let's say I want to write about arthritis. I don't necessarily have to put arthritis in my headline. In fact, I might not put joint pain. Do you get? But I can put Rob Aboniki cold weather. How Rob Aboniki cold weather, blah 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 affects. Let me see. How Rob Aboniki and which other balm do people use that is very strong like this? Okay, how Rob and Aboniki might not work for you during Harmattan. How Rob and Aboniki might not relieve you of those pain during Harmattan. Somebody with arthritis will be able to relate to that headline. Why? Because Rob and Boniki is familiar to them. Or they are with Rob and Aboniki. Okay, sorry, please excuse me, I had the call. So let's see another example for this law 1 of calling out your audience about it.
Yes, I got. Yes, I got it.
Yes, so that is that for calling out your audience. The reason why it is important is so that you don't waste money on your ad. When you are on your ad, you are not talking to everybody. You're not talking to everybody. Do you understand? So you have to call out your audience. Then you should intrigue curiosity. This one is very straightforward. You should make people curious to read. If it does not make them curious to read, what's the point? It's useless to them. Do you understand? They will not open it. You know how social media is. People came online to watch Tauma. They came to watch Augusta Sabinus. They came to watch Brain Jota. They didn't come to see your ad. So your ad has to intrigue curiosity. Do you get me? Then for law 3, you should obey the law of what's in it for me. This is also very similar to law 2. But what's in it for me will tell them what they stand to gain from reading or watching or consuming whatever it is you put in front of them. Do you get? If not, they will most likely not read it or consume the content. Do you get? Law 2 well enough. So that's the option.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. You can drop your hand now. Victoria,
Hello, good afternoon.
Victoria.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. So my question is that during the process of copywriting, I don't want brand. Like, for example, if I want to
What did you
talk,
say? I can't hear you. I didn't get that. Sorry, I didn't get that.
um,
You said during the process of copywriting.
yes, when I want to promote like my own brand or
Yes.
the brand that I want to copyright for, if I want to
Yeah.
promote them, like I don't know if there's any consequences if I had to bring another brand down so that I can promote my own. For example, like saying, okay, like the one that you used about Abolike and I don't know, other BAMs. So
Yes.
if I want to tell them about the one that I'm bringing to the market, now, I don't know if there's any consequence if I had to say, because Abolike is a brand on its own too.
Yes.
So I don't know, is there any consequences?
Okay, all right. Hello, sorry. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, so it can cause a lawsuit actually. It can cause a lawsuit.
Okay.
Especially if it's a big brand. Do you understand? If you are doing it, if it's for an SME, it might not even be noticeable. Do you get? But there's a way you can go around. Like if you see the ads, the copy I showed you earlier on, I said balms and painkillers. I didn't call any brand name. But if you see the other one I wrote, I mentioned. Okay, no, I didn't even mention any brand. So there's a way you can go around it and mention and not mention brand names. And the good thing is that your prospect already know brands that don't work. You get whatever you sell, whatever you are selling has to have a USP. USP means unique selling point. Do you get a way that it comes into the market that gives you an edge over your competitor? Like, I mean, the way your product comes into the market that gives you an edge over your competitors. Do you get? So
Yes.
emphasize more on that. So, for example, you can write your copy and okay, a lot of copy I've written in the past. There's something I always do. I always at the concluding part of the copy, I always write like a subheading of how is this different from every other thing you've used in the past. Do you understand? Then I start emphasizing on the unique selling points of whatever product it is that I'm promoting and how it is different from every other thing. So if you do that well enough, you expatiate well enough, you explain well enough how whatever it is you are promoting is different from every other thing you've used in the past. They've used that being your audience, they've used in the past. Your copy will still convert very well. You get and that is where understanding your audience well enough comes into play. If you understand them well enough, you most likely know the things that they've used in the past that don't work well. Do you get? So you can mention those things in a subtle way without having to call brand names. Do you get? But
Okay.
for example, if you're having like a session online that is not recorded, you can call brand names, but it can cause lawsuits. Yeah. So does that answer your question?
Yes. Please, I have another one, and
Okay.
this one is about the one you talk about actress. Like, if I want to write about what the product they use that make that I'm writing about, but I just
Sorry,
want
I
to
didn't
use.
get that. I'm still getting for. I didn't get that.
Okay.
Please ask the question again.
Yes, you talk about actress, like if in the process of copywriting, like what the actress used that make them to stay young like 10 times their age. So now if I want to write something related to that, maybe in the future, if I want to write not precisely the product they are using, can I still use
I didn't get the
actress?
concluding part of your question. You said if you want to write something relating to that.
Yes, I said if I want to write something relating to something to products that we um, make
Okay, like
somebody to,
skincare product.
yes, skincare
Okay.
products. But initially, is the actress is not what they are using.
Okay.
How
That can
can
you
I go
still write
about
it?
it?
Okay,
Yes.
so what I would advise is like be as truthful as possible in your copy. Like
Okay.
this particular product I was promoting, I actually carried out a lot of research in the skincare industry, and I discovered that there is this particular ingredient that most of these skincare products have. Do you understand? Even the one actresses use, there's a particular ingredient. And I discovered that what the company I was promoting for, they also have that ingredient in their own. That
Yeah.
was why I
Okay.
said, okay, find out what entertainers, Nigerian actors have been using to knock off 15, 20 years. Do you get? So
Yeah.
what I would advise is just confirm that what you are doing is true. What you are saying is true. Do you understand? But still ensure that it's not a big brand that is that big. Oh. The reason why is because it's a very big brand, especially if it's out there, if the creative you use on Facebook, or whatever platform it is you are using to run your advert is out there big like that, and they see it, you can still cause lawsuits because they did authorize you using their faces. Do you get? But you can off or definitely mention it. That's no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. Any other question before we end today's class? Doja, do you want to ask any question? Doja.
No. I have no questions on my end.
Okay, all right. You can mute your mic then. Is that all? Okay, all right. So thank you very much, guys. So that's the end of our class. I'm going to send your assignments to the group. So I expect to get back the assignments before. What time should I? You have your next class tomorrow, maybe 10 or 9, and the tutor is going to give you an assignment. I don't want my assignment to mix up with your other classes. Okay, so maybe by 8 a.m. tomorrow. So maybe by 8 a.m. tomorrow, so that your earliest class cannot start earlier than 9. So I'm going to send the assignment to the group. So tell me by 8 tomorrow. Okay, guys. So that's the end of our class. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Why is recording not stopping?
Sir, before we go, can I ask a question, please?
Go ahead.
The assignment, where are we submitting it? On the WhatsApp group?
It will be in a Google Doc. So you copy
Okay.
the link and paste it in the WhatsApp group. Then make sure you attach your name to it.
All right, no problem, sir.
The name you applied with, please.
There's no problem, sir.
Mr. Barnabas. Mr. Barnabas. Mr. Barnabas. Mr. Barnabas.
Yes, I can hear you, please. Sorry, I've been on and off, on and off.
No, no problem, no problem.
All right. So everybody, okay, we still have okay.
There's just three of us left.
Okay.
The
So
two devices are mine.